Hello everyone, this is your host Bad Boogl with part 2 of the curriculum. I think I've stumbled upon something that's going to be pretty influential on future advice in Rocket League, and I'm excited to talk about it. Alright, let's look at how we spend most of our time in the game, especially when we're newer and less capable. It usually goes ball, car, camera, so the player will be following behind the ball with their car's nose facing it. This means that pushing left on the control stick will correspond to turning left on the screen, and that pushing right on the control stick will correspond to turning right on the screen. Unfortunately for us, this builds up an association with left on the control stick as always being left, and right on the control stick as always being right. But we know it's not as simple as that. Facing away from the ball, our left becomes right, and our right becomes left. Most of us know consciously that the controls don't work as a simple left and right, but the nature of the game and how most of us play it just so happens to reinforce this idea unconsciously. The aerial version of this is what I referred to as the familiar frame of reference in part 1 of the curriculum. Players will tend to use air roll to correct their car if it's in an unfamiliar position, so that the hood faces towards the player. If the car looks like this on the screen, when they pull left or right on the control stick, it corresponds to the direction turned and moved, assuming their nose is pointed at least somewhat upwards. Another reason this habit develops is because when holding air roll left or right, to get to that position, spinning either direction can easily leave us with the hood facing outwards. So essentially we're spending a lot more time than we think with the car in what is almost exactly the same position, or at least the same set of positions. So in the first episode to combat this, I suggested not using air roll for a portion of our practice. But now, because of a joke comment on someone else's tutorial, I wanted to add another suggestion to how we can avoid building up this association. And luckily, I don't even have to teach any new drills in this episode. This is just something that will make drills harder and force an unfamiliar perspective. I've been doing this every day now for about a week or two, and the result is that I feel much more comfortable controlling the car, no matter the position. This means that I have more time and mental resources to devote to reading the situation on field and figuring out how best to proceed. So, what's the suggestion? It seems like it would mess stuff up or cause long-term problems in our play, but we're flipping the screen upside down. Now, hopefully you haven't paused already to physically flip your screen over and start trying drills, because you should know that there is a much easier way to do this. I'm going to quick show you how, at least if you're on PC anyways, and then I'll show a quick progression of me doing drills so that new players will have an idea of what to do. Alright, just go out to your desktop, right-click, go down to the second from the bottom option. It's going to be Display Settings. Click on that, and a window is going to pop up. If you have more than one display, make sure to choose your primary display or the display that you play Rocket League on. Go down to the third drop box. It's under Orientation. Right now it should say Landscape. Just click that and choose Landscape Flipped. Then hit Keep Changes when the little menu pops up. And congratulations, now you're going to be thoroughly confused. Have fun. For a bunch of drills and stuff to try, I'd recommend going to Kevpert's channel. You can find a link in the description. He does a lot of tutorials and analysis, and he's gotten very good very fast. Alright everyone, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe. I really enjoy doing this, and I'd love to continue. Link your friends if they need help. Peace.